well, teaching is one. And I think the other one really, my husband passed away when he was 36, so 4 years ago, from cancer, and he battled cancer since 2008. So he died when he was in 2016. And that was obviously an awful experience, and obviously one that, obviously my daughter was 7 at the time. And I think on a very personal level, that's motivated me in the sense that life is short, and what is it that you want your legacy to be? So my husband was is a good soul, but he never had the opportunity to do what he wanted in terms of, you know, career, in terms of life, in terms of our daughter. And so I've made a promise in the sense that I will do all I can to, on a personal level, create memories and live life as much as I can, but also make a mark in the sense that what is it that we want life to be? What is it you want your life to be? So I don't want it to be about collecting things or collecting wealth. You know, it is about how you help your fellow human being. And that's essentially my driver. Otherwise, you leave this earth having done what? Is it's a bit spiritual, but that's essentially my motivation, that we're here for however long we're here. You make it worthwhile.
Are there targets and aspirations you've got in that sense?
Only in that I take opportunity when it arises. And I do the best I can with them when I get this opportunity. So I don't do things half-heartedly. I took this regen role on kind of unexpectedly. I thought if I was ever going to go in cabinet, I'd be in the children's brief because I was a teacher. But actually, it's been the most intellectually challenging and motivating and refreshing thing for me, really. So I've really enjoyed it. But I'm the kind of person that can't sit still. So I thrive on engaging with other people. So I work quite closely with my counterparts across London, and I'm really keen to do that. I'm really keen to help other councillors come on, particularly women from BAME backgrounds who not necessarily are represented well enough in local government. And so I'm doing that. And I also, my own personal driver is to make sure that Labour are electable again. So I'm doing what I can to make sure that we get to that position, because we do need a good opposition. We do need a strong Labour Party. So it is that. And I don't say no to opportunity. I just do what I can when I've got it well. And then if there's something that I can do going forward, I will.
Do you have any other sort of political ambitions or aspirations?
Well, if Mo, my leader's not listening, no. If opportunity arose, I can't see why I wouldn't take an opportunity, but I wouldn't want to leave this role half done, or you know, making sure that I leave it in a good place when I do leave it. So it's looking at what's coming in the future. I'm more hopeful about the party than I was last year. So I think there will be opportunities for me to come forward, but I don't know what yet. I haven't cemented that. I just want to sort of get through 2020, see where the part, and I'm standing for the national executive for the Labour Party at the moment, which is currently people are voting on. So if I get through that and we make the changes we need to make in the party to support Cllr Shama, then that's great, and there may be opportunities that arise from that going forward. But it's about, for me personally, it's about making sure we get our party back to where it needs to be.
And your future is political. This is your career.
Well, yeah, yeah. I mean, I can always go back to teaching. I do miss teaching sometimes, but I do enjoy I do enjoy being I do enjoy politics. I do eventually want a role where I do get a pension, because at the moment we councillors don't get a pension. I think we're the only public sector personnel that don't get pensions. So I do need to kind of address that at some point. But yeah, political is where I am at the moment. That may change depending on my daughter as well. Obviously, my daughter's 11, so I need to kind of keep an eye on what she's doing. But at the moment, I'm very happy being in the politics game.